Blue Lock chapter 246 starts with the Germany stratum training field where Igaguri and Kiora are practicing together. Kiora rushed towards Igaguri and Igaguri fell down, and he wants Kiora to practice it one more time with him, and we can see that Igaguri is kind of training how to dive. I'm sure this will come into play at one point against PXG, where Igaguri will get a decisive penalty kick for his team. Noah's watching them from a distance, and the scene cuts to the Germany stratum monitor room, and the rest of the Blue Lockers are there to see the latest rankings, and the announcer announces the salary bid rankings after the 7th and 8th match, which means that the Italy members including Baru are getting their last salary evaluations. The announcer once again repeats that there are 35 players currently in the bidding, but to be a U20 Japan representative, you need to be within the top 23. Sendo was happy making it to the top 13, while Nanase fell short at 24th place and Raichi barely making it into the top 23. Nagi and Reo are in the top 11 and top 16, and they are both shocked and tell each other that although they are still in the top 23, they need to change something, or otherwise they will get eliminated soon. Shidou made it into the top 4, while Bao and Isagi are tied at top 2. The first place, Hitoshi Rin, got a bidding price of 198 million, and once again went up. Suddenly Noah entered the monitor room and tells his players that the conditions are set. Whether you stand on the border, aim for a comeback, or go for the number 1 spot, the goal for the team is won. Show your abilities calmly and rationally, and win. We now see the PXG locker room, and Loki is telling everyone that they have done a good job so far. But Loki still wants Rin to increase the number of his shots a bit. Furthermore, Loki wants Shidou to improve his range and improve his accuracy as he has way too many shots off target. Karazu needs to improve his duel winning rate, Santetsu must increase his sprint count, Tokimitsu must enhance his coordination with the backline, and Nanase must polish his ball touch technique. Man, Loki is already a much better master than Noah has been in 50 chapters for Best in Munich. We then see Charles slowly leaving the room, and Loki tells Charles to wait as he hasn't given Charles his homework yet. Charles tells Loki that his meetings are always way too long, and Loki tells Charles that he joined the NEL to nurture him, as Loki needs a passer to lead him to the top, and Charles has that talent. We also get to know that Charles is only 15 years old, and Charles is covering his ears now and tells Tokimitsu to tell him when Loki is done. Loki doesn't want to talk to him anymore and gets back to his team and explains that this team has been experimenting with 2 systems so far, Rin and Shidou, and is striving to pass the 2 strikers with special personalities, and everything has been an experiment so far to bring out Charles' abilities. Other members adapted to it and chose a path to appeal to their own existence, and this way the individual levels of every member have also improved. But in the final match, PXG is going to face Best in Munich, a team that is undefeated like them. And Loki analyzes that the team is coexisting and competing in 2 systems with Kaiser and Isagi. In PXG's case, they've been changing the system with Rin and Shidou every 50 minutes, but in this match Loki wants to take a risk and face Best in Munich with Rin and Shidou together as their double aces. Loki then requires from Charles to serve them both with his passes, and this is how chapter 246 ends. So, it's happening like I predicted months ago, that Isagi and Kaiser need to work together to be able to beat Rin and Shidou, as they both will finally create a kind of chemistry together, and once they have found that chemistry, they will be unstoppable. And I think both teams will work together in the end, but not in a direct way, much more in a indirect way, in a way of devouring each other and reading each other's movements while adapting to it. I really like the fact that Charles and Loki are both super young, as they are both French, and as we know in real life, France and the League R in general have so many talented players, so it makes sense for Kaneshiro to bring up young French talents with Loki and Charles. Alright guys, what do you think about chapter 246? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, stay safe and have a nice day.